Hello and welcome to our reaction of Season 8, Episode 1 of My Little Pony. So, Episode 1 and 2 technically, but yeah, we're back to two-part openers. So, second opinion here, and...
Daylover! The hiatus is over, finally, yes!
Back to ponies. Alright, but I believe we have a returning writer and an interesting choice for a newbie this time, but won't go into detail there for now. But alright, Lord knows I like to compare two-parters, so I'm going to be interested to see how this stacks up. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Yay. Oh, the map. Oh, rarity.
The movie is canon.
Oh no! Oh, Bronis is going to have a field day with that. Yay!
They're sea ponies, it's official.
Ooh, yeah.
Calliope will probably have mixed feelings.
Yeah. Oh wow, Pinky. Oh, and Starlight is in this as well.
Wait, are they actually going to get Emily Blunt to be in this episode?
No, that sounds good.
And where was Starlight while all of this was happening?
I don't know, but she's there. Oh, Pinky, you're so funny.
Riff the map.
Oh, no.
Oi.
Yeah.
Just because we are truly the only ones who know about friendship. We know so much that we need to take it to everyone else.
Seems like it.
This
Yay.
is reminding me of what Mars Girl said about Land Before
Come
Time
on,
13, where
Littlefoot,
Littlefoot, the teacher's pet, decides he needs to teach everyone else. Or at least the characters of the day of the movie about wisdoms. Well, looks like it's still pretty much the same.
Yeah, I think it's the same intro. Oh no, it's synchronizing in my end.
Ooh. Is it back?
No, wait. Just... No, I think we're good.
Okay.
Oh, Celestia! Yes! Please!
Friendship went from, Michael Vogel and Nicole Dubach.
Yeah?
So yeah, friendship went from a good thing for you to incorporate into your life and learn about to something that the rest of the world clearly needs lessons on from a magic princess.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between attending a school and running one. It's not like there's a rule book to follow.
There's a difference between that.
Yes.
The EEA guidebook is very specific about how to run a school.
The EEA? I've never heard of that. Should I have heard of that?
Of course not. You never run a school.
No, we don't know what it is either.
Education
Oh,
Association is a
wait, shouldn't Shirley be helping with this?
every school in Equestria.
Even your
A
school?
friendship school.
Friendship school.
Not even a princess can
Yes,
go
where
in
they
It
serve
seems a
friendship
little odd that
Kool-Aid.
she's have this
EEA ensures
late.
whether it's unicorns
But yeah.
studying magic, Pegasi learning weather, or Earth ponies researching agriculture. All
Oh.
schools are held to the same high standard.
Well,
They'll need to approve.
no
of
pony
them
left
before
behind.
forward.
Oh, that's so nice.
Like, looks like we have a
Well,
presentation to make.
depends on if you get the reference.
How hard can that be?
Oh!
Really hard.
Spike.
My name is...
Spike, why
Just been
are
holding
you
on that question this whole time.
Equestria owes you
Oh, they look like vampires! This is amazing!
buy the book.
Oh! How dry is he? Oh my god.
Did you say his name was Naysayer?
Naysayer? Oh
I
no!
trust you to follow through with this plan. You leave the
That's
school
just the
unattended
best.
To gallop off on your adventures.
I journey beyond Equestria showed me first hoof that the threats
That
out there are
face.
greater than we imagined.
I think I have a new favorite background pony.
Oh wait, she didn't encounter one threat greater than Tempest out there. She didn't even encounter much of a threat at all.
School for ponies.
If I'm
No,
not
I don't
mistaken.
know. Like, I think this is the first time we are seeing a council, right?
And communicating.
The EEA concurs. Every pony should be prepared to defend our way.
Well,
of life.
maybe.
If your work is in order,
Oh, yeah.
provisional EEA
Yeah, her work is good.
You will need to observe your school up
Yay.
and running before it can be fully accredited.
Then
Twilight can get her on
Friends and
school.
Family Day. It'll be the perfect time to see our progress.
And I think they tried to make it at least a little less corny than, it's a school about friendship, like, instead communication and working together, so... Alright,
Oh,
at least
wow.
1 point for self-awareness there.
It's too much.
Oh, it is beautiful.
You think so? I had hoped dressing the part would help me.
Oh, Rarity looks like an old little woman. I'm so sorry.
Egghead.
Oh, look at her. It's not cute.
My confetti cannon class. It's gonna be. Hello there. I'm your teacher.
Oh, Fluttershy is going to be a teacher as well.
Enjoy it. That's okay too.
Alright.
I don't know about
So-
all this.
It's
Oh, she's
Yes, Rarity
practicing.
is the fashion one, Rainbow Dash is the self-consciously masculine one, Pinkie Pie is the fun one, Fluttershy is the shy one, and Applejack is the one with the country accent. We established that again.
In classrooms?
Yeah, of course. We want you as teachers.
We have a huge
Wait, is the-
responsibility, and I need you all to do this by the book.
Twilight,
No cannons in class, Pinky.
have you thought about that none of them knows the book? Oh!
I know it's not a big adventure against the forces.
Okay, the fact that
This could be the most
not even a teeny one is an expression that made me laugh.
Can't run a school
Yeah.
of friendship without my best
It's
friend.
so cute with Pinky and that small cannon.
Of course you can, darling. Call me Professor Egghead. I'm in.
What are you going to do, Twilight?
Alright.
About that, one thing I forgot to mention. It's not just ponies.
Oh!
Now that's interesting.
Oh, dragons, griffins, everything.
Okay.
So they're not only teaching ponies. Oh, changeling!
This actually starts to feel like school. I'm out of here.
No, please.
Princess Celestia has
It's going to be good, come on.
After all, friendship is something that needs to be shared with every creature.
Ooh.
Oh,
Self-awareness.
something is wrong with that changeling.
Head Mare Twilight Sparkle. Please follow Guidance Counselor Starlight to sign in and get your class assignments. Then we can show you your living quarters.
Oh, they're going to live
Might
at
you
the
be-
school?
Oh, sorry. I'm Sandbar. Are you a student here too?
Sandbar.
What? See many ponies would walk into me.
What's going on? Like,
Hey,
this-
Grandpa Gruff.
Yay! Call back.
All the way from Griffinstone to introduce.
He wants to teach as well, right? Probably.
Rainbow
know about
Dash, right? Hilda told me about you.
Oh.
You're a teacher? Huh, thought you'd be cooler.
Oh no, the yaks! Oh, they're so cute.
Make it better.
Oh, they're taking all of their children to school or grandchildren. That's so cute.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
And the yak smash.
Yeah, of course.
Go Pinky Sense.
The dragons are better than this.
Oh.
Why am I here? Because
I love Ember just dragging him and being like, you have to go to school.
Come meet Smolder. Great to see you, Ember. Which one is Smolder?
Ocellus, what did we talk about?
Oh! There's already drama with the shipping.
Sorry, she's shy.
Oh, she's so cute. But something is definitely wrong though.
Shy changeling.
Way! I didn't know ponies could turn into... what are you?
A changeling.
Ponies can turn into
Yeah.
changelings?
Oh, it's Gabby's carbon copy.
That's confusing.
Oh, Mandy Griff.
Majesty Queen Novo's navy. I would like to
Is he a
introduce the
griffin?
Queen's
Or
niece,
is
Silver Stream.
It seems
Is
like
he one of
it.
the things we saw in the movie? Is he a hippogriff?
Oh yeah, maybe yeah. Hippogriff. I'm sorry, yeah.
Long story. Anyway, wow! Is that a yak?
She
Well,
seems
have
more like
personality, at
a
least.
cop out of Pinky than Gabby, but yeah.
I still see Gabby.
Yeah. So good. This is cute. Yeah. Song.
Songs.
This is good.
Umziak.
Yay.
Okay. So.
Oh, it's so cute.
So,
Yeah,
okay, I'm
let's
guessing
go
it's gonna
Twilight.
start to go wrong for reasons Twilight totally should have known are irreconcilable, and then it'll turn out they aren't.
Yeah.
Or, if they're not as creative, it'll just go wrong for reasons. And then they'll fix them.
Oh, I love Applejack's classes. Don't eat the strawberries. Oh, party classes. Oh, I wish I had that when I went to school. Oh my god. I'm so jealous right now of their classes. That's so insane.
Everybody would like to live in this world, although... Trust falls. This.
Yeah.
Alright, well, good Twilight.
Yeah, she's going to
Although-
take all of the fun out of stuff. No, Twilight, come on.
Yeah, we're doing that again.
Ew, that looks horrible, Pinky.
Okay,
Okay,
so
that took
the
a
problem
turn
is that
for the
Twilight
worse.
is making it actually like school.
That was quick. Oh, jeez, Pinky. No.
But yeah, I was trying to like get the sense of what they were learning exactly from the main six, and
Oh,
I mean,
they also look tired now. That's not good.
that mental strain is a thing.
Yeah. That's true, though, but sometimes classes also should be fun, though.
What boring is? Am I bored? Please. These
Yes, you are
ponies
bored.
Heroes of Equestria?
These ponies saved all of us from the Storm King.
How? By boring him into surrender?
Our teachers are a little different than I expected.
I don't know, did the Storm King really get a farther range than, Tyrek?
I don't know.
Nightmare Moon in her Eternal
I
Night?
think like they're doing it because the movie is the most recent thing that happened.
Wait. No! Yes, but no claws, no wings, no fire. What is it exactly you're proud of?
And they're already arguing, yeah, that's nice.
No need to harsh Yona's love for her heritage, okay?
Aw, are we not being sweet and friendly enough for you, pony?
That was sarcasm, right?
Oh,
Being sweet or nice?
the burn is real.
Tough, just not nasty.
You call it nasty klutz?
Oh, here we go, yeah.
A lasso on your students.
Just a friend
Yeah.
discussion about the magic of friendship amongst friends.
Every pony, I mean everyone,
Well,
go to your
pony
next
risk.
class.
Well, he is right though.
I just can't believe it. Fights breaking out when they're supposed to be learning friendship?
Things definitely aren't going as by the book as Twilight planned.
I agree with Applejack, yeah.
Terrible teachers. Face it.
Okay, and now we're learning the Buckball season lesson again.
Kinda, but in a way, yeah, I think. This is a little bit more
Things are getting off to a rough
intense.
start than expected, but that's okay.
Who are you and what have you done with Twilight Sparkle?
Every school in Equestria follows these rules. As long as we do too.
That's so true.
Maybe we should try something new? The EEA will be here this afternoon for Friends and Family Day. They need to see a school that follows their guidelines. Even if those guidelines aren't working? Well then,
Yeah.
we have to try harder and make sure they do.
The guidelines
So
is a
I'm
little bit
guessing the
strict,
EPA
yeah.
Another chance to inspire our students.
Yeah,
But
these-
can they just
apparently
teach in
they
their
didn't
ways?
practice this at all, yeah.
Classes this way.
Apparently
Yeah, they
didn't
should have
practice this at all
practiced beforehand.
But yeah.
Skipping, are you? That's exactly what we're doing. But Friends and
Oh.
Family Day is
After class.
Okay.
Relax. This is just a quick mental health break.
That sounds legit. We're in.
I guess I'll tag along too.
They're going to skip
Sure,
classes.
don't get into-
That's nice.
And they run headfirst into.
Professor Fluttershy, we're busted. Oh my.
Well, Fluttershy is not going to bust you.
A generosity field trip, darling.
Oh,
They're using Rarity's voice actress, though. That is a voice only Tabitha St. Germain does quite like that.
Oh,
yeah, I think it sounds okay, yeah.
Unless she also voices the Changeling, which is very possible.
Maybe.
I take back everything I said about you.
They're gonna learn friendships from skipping class.
Yeah! You know how it goes.
Sure, sticking with the book is gonna work. Friends can
Oh, it looks so beautiful, the school though.
Admittedly, like, yeah.
Problems?
It's good areas.
What do they say? You're here.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Be prepared. If there are problems,
Problems? Of course not.
yeah.
We can't wait to show you around.
I guess.
Not the
either,
best
like,
day
it's
to
going
come
be
and
wrong
check
despite
that
Twilight
everything
thinks she's
is
doing
okay.
everything right, or these guys are gonna ruin it, or both.
Nah.
They do not.
I think they're going to close the school.
Griff is just full of hot air. And yaks are actually good at
But wasn't you a hippogriff though? Well, oh, never mind.
I think they were talking about the other guy.
Who's up for a race?
I guess I was right then.
Why aren't you in class teaching? Because my students are gone. Gone? Somewhere
Uh-oh.
doing a loyalty lesson. And I was just going to grab this
No, yeah.
wherever they are, which I know, because
Yeah.
I'm the teacher. I see. Well, Chancellor, we have other classes.
Oh, Starlight. Hoof to the face.
I'm quite curious about this lesson in loyalty.
Of course, we want to instill a sense of loyalty towards others. We encourage acts of generosity and kindness.
Figured we shouldn't be the only ones enjoying the view.
Yeah, not best at flying. And appreciate.
Oh, like this is not a way I would learn. That's for sure. Holy moly, I have so much height sickness, so I wouldn't be like, yeah, sure, let's take for a fly.
All of this experimental schooling.
And to always be honest in any situation.
Honesty is imperative. Princess,
they
are
lie.
we going in circles?
Look at the time. We'd better head to the lake for Friends and Family Day. I'm sure all the students and faculty will be there.
Okay, so this professor has apparently skipped her entire class.
I still like him, yeah. Think he's funny.
What is that?
Okay, yeah. Interesting.
Okay, and you guys couldn't even get flying in a straight line, right?
Maybe they had it on accident.
How dare you! This act of aggression against ponies.
I'm so sorry, Chancellor. We clearly had some students get a little carried away.
Those
No, that's not what they did, though.
But you said you were opening this school to protect Equestria.
Okay.
Defend ponies from dangerous creatures who don't have our best.
How going to get yourself out of that, Twilight,
Teaches
though?
for all of us to work together through friendship.
And how do you know these creatures won't take what they have learned here?
They're
and use
children
it
of my
against
friends or grandchildren.
This turned into
us?
something
It
different.
should be.
Unicorns think yaks don't need friendship? Maybe yaks don't need ponies go!
Oh no, 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 no. Everything is going to go really wrong now.
You're kind? Smolder?
No yak, please. Oh.
Queen Nova will want to hear of this.
Oh no.
They seem lame anyways.
Oh.
It's fine. We know not every pony sees us the way you do. We're used to it.
Okay, but you're leaving all the same?
Princess
Yeah.
Celestia, help me reach
I
out
think
to
they're
all-
leaving everybody, yeah.
She hears you close the school
Because you failed to meet the
As I said before, they're going to close the school.
irresponsible
And then,
teachers.
yeah.
Students skipping
Next
class,
episode is going to
endangering
redeem the
ponies.
school, probably.
Your school is a disaster. Perhaps if you had higher standards for who was admitted, this could have been avoided.
Burn!
Okay, so he's a racist.
No, he's not. It's just like,
Well, he's saying
Have
that like
better
she should not
quality.
admit anyone who's not a pony. I mean, yeah, he's supposed to be
Yeah.
prejudiced, I think.
By order of the EEA,
he thinks so too, but if it was working, if it was working better, he would probably not be that, you know, against it. Yeah, end of
Perhaps,
that.
but that's the thing
end
about
of first
prejudice
half.
is it's not, yeah, being, well, the opposite of prejudice is not situational prejudice.
No. But can we have a pause because like my episode is synchronizing so much, so bad.
Okay. So, although, okay, so what do you think so far?
I think like it looks good. Just like I wish that it could, you know, continue with the classes that was fun. But of course they're going to take it in this route. I think like this was a little predictable because as I said, like they're going to close the school and then everything is going to be fine afterwards when they figure out how to work together
Yeah.
and make
I
the
mean, I
school
think
a
they're either
good
gonna have
place.
to- Yeah, they're either going to have to prove something to this guy, or I
Yeah.
think they're going to have to stick it to this guy and just, like, get him kicked out of his leadership role.
No, I don't
Yes.
think he's going to be kicked out. I just think like they have to work more for the school, you know, work together, figure out how, you know, the different animals are, you know, getting together or getting positive things from each other.
Yeah, I mean, this show hasn't gone the irredeemable route in a while, not since Sven Gallop, I think, but,
Maybe they will again, yeah. We don't know that yet.
I mean, yeah, you could argue this guy is a little worse than Sven Gallop because
No, I don't
Sven
think
Gallop
so.
was just selfish, although they also made him over the top to the point where he was like pure evil, so
Yeah, but remember, like, this guy has to do stuff by the book, as Twilight said, and, you know, maybe it says in the stuff that they can't have more than... But it also looked like, because it was different animals, they couldn't, you know, do stuff together, so I think, like, that's what they're going to prove in the next one. But I think it was a good episode.
But, I mean, I still think they're going with like sort of a stance on prejudice. They're having him say things like "your kind" that offends other kinds and such like that. So,
probably, yeah.
I mean, this is clearly a more ambitious episode than we often get. I think people point to the cutie map as the ambitious two-parter. I thought it was preaching to the choir on something it knows that everyone already agrees on ahead of time. So, I mean, it's still an A-grade episode, but ambitious is not a word I'd necessarily use. Like, man, maybe to some extent. But so this, I think, is more ambitious. It's also kind of disjointed. I feel like it's, I mean, I don't feel a real strong sense of anything in particular to get behind here. Sort of the personalities of everybody, sort of them growing together, but, yeah, there's also, it throws in Twilight's, do things by the book, and, like, has us
it's too much,
run in circles with that problem again. So, okay, I don't get a really strong sense of any one particular thing to be invested in. I do get, to some extent, sort of a slice of life vibe. It is kind of, like, we're seeing a lot of different stuff, and not everything necessarily goes together, but in a way that sometimes life doesn't actually go together. Like, they skip class, they do the wrong thing for all intents and purposes, but what do you know, that ends up helping them bond a little bit and see the value in each other as friends, which is totally, yeah, they should totally not get a reward or make something good happen by doing something bad, but sometimes that's how life works. So, I mean, stuff like that, I like how it's not being totally square cut.
Oh, yeah, and, that's true.
It's not perfect at it, like, because, I mean, there is some stuff that makes me roll my eyes here, but, I mean, it's good at that. It's better than the crystalling, it's better than, Season 7's first episode was technically a one-parter Celestial Advice. I like it better than that, too. I might hold off on saying, like it better than anything else so far, but,
oh, okay.
We'll see. Any other two-parters?
Interesting. Right in the top of my mind, I can't think about any two-parters I really loved, besides the one with the equal village and everybody else don't like that. So,
yeah, that's Cutie Map. That was,
Cutie Map.
Like I said, an A grade. I'd say that's about an A- of an episode. I like that one. I actually think almost all the two-parters are really good. I don't think that any of them were even, like, less than really good until, I think it started to go downhill a bit in the Season 5 finale, and then Season 6 got even... Season 6's opener was just kind of boring, but...
yeah.
Like,
But
usually they put a lot of effort into these.
Yeah, but I really like the visuals in this. I think, like, they became stronger with the visuals. Especially the, almost judgment room with the vampire ponies. I know I can't kill them for that, but it's so fun. I just, like, really love, and all of the different form of animal babies, the children of the grown-ups. I think, like, that's a really good idea. Way to sell toys, Hasbro.
Even if they just, like, we've somehow never seen most of them before, if not all of them, and, now they're all suddenly a thing. It's like...
Yeah.
Way to sell toys indeed. Although...
Yeah, that's good.
They gave them all fun personalities, and also that one that's just like Gabby's, so, I'm willing to roll with it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back, and apparently there was a misunderstanding because of bad sound, so Anna has changed her mind on something.
Yeah, I do think, like, the Chancellor Pony, the naysayer, I do think he's a racist. And I think, like, it was because my episode jumped a little, or there was, like, lagging or stuff like that, so I missed that part where he says, like, none of these creatures are, allowed on the school. Almost, that's the gist of what he's saying, yeah. So
none of them are fit to be there.
yeah.
On
So
that note,
I missed
though,
that.
like if they go the route of like, not only we don't need him, but you know what, we don't need this to be a school. Like, well, you're proposing they do it in all of these ways that are not like a school. So if they go, yeah, you know what, yeah, friendship is not a school. We need to make this just like a union or a just some other group. Okay, yeah. Then if they go that route, this episode will go with me.
Okay.
So
we will find out. I do think like they're going to save the school, but yeah, we will see.
Yeah, I think they'll keep it as a school and then just try to get it to the point where it's borderline technically not a school. Like they, I don't know, that it seems like a lot of this time they need, like, they take it to sort of an inane extent, and then at least with the most recent season editors, they try to walk it back down to something that is at least on a relatable plane. But, alright, so we play the episode in 3, 2, 1, go.
Go. Yay, it's working.
Took a second to load on me there.
Friendship quest beyond Equestria?
We are gonna open a school.
Expect you to do things by the book.
We have a huge
Yeah, it is a huge responsibility. Recap from last time.
Heroes of Equestria.
This is just a quick
What's up?
mental health break.
There's a recap, yeah.
Those are students. I am shutting this school down.
And the theme song.
Yay!
Well, I will say that, I mean, I'm assuming Lewis and Sunko and maybe Haber are still the editors, and at least they had the sense to get rid of, like, the action conflicts if they didn't have any inspiration for those, and like, they're not afraid to mix it up a little bit with these two-parters, or these intros and closers, and they still know that, yeah, we like some action in this show.
Yeah, but they could change the intro just a little bit, though, for this.
I meant the intro episode, not the intro song.
Okay. Oh, record play. Oh, Twilight.
Look on the bright side. Sure, the EEA closed your friendship school.
What's
But now
bright
it's my
side?
time to do other
Spike.
stuff. It's like being on vacation.
A failure vacation. I'm supposed to be the princess of friendship. And all I did was make enemies with Equestria's allies, upset my friends, and get my school unaccredited. There is no bright side.
Let's get Celestia, then you will get a bright side.
Operation Cheer Up is a go!
No? Okay.
He got Rainbow Dash, but okay, he got everybody.
Boring dark all day. Exactly. What you need is a double dose of Granny Smith apple.
Oh, apple mash. That sounds delicious.
Whenever I'm sad,
But she's not sick, though. Oh, Applejack, you're so cute.
Unless it makes him feel worse. Okay, that was funny.
I find that nothing brightens my mood like a new
Yeah, so Rarity's answer is her answer to everything.
Yeah.
It's a
But
great dress.
she looks like a clown, though, or a
really?
jester in that.
You didn't tell me this was a pity party. I want to
Hey.
Oh, Pinky.
But not everything can be fixed with dresses and cupcakes. I just need some time to be alone and think.
Oh, Twilight.
Okay.
It's not that bad.
Well, I mean, I would probably be doing what Twilight's doing.
I wondered how long you take to get tired of pillow fort.
Oh, Twilight.
Every pony's already tried to cheer
Let's
me
get
up.
her gist of things on this.
I'm not gonna cheer you up. I'm gonna tell you.
She
what you
did rule, you know, whole town, so
too easily.
maybe she could help you.
Hey, you made me a guidance counselor. That means tough love. Mason was right. I failed.
Starlight has
School
newfound
was a
confidence.
disaster. So
Yeah.
was I when you met me, but you showed me that when you know in your heart something is
Like,
right,
when you
stand
know
up.
that every pony should be equal.
Why not for this?
Yes. Oh, this is so... It's going to be good.
Schools in Equestria, and you're in charge of all the friendship in Equestria. Why should you let some pony else stop you from doing your job? But the EEA rulebook doesn't matter. You can write your own
book.
rules because you're
Yeah.
doing something new. Something
Okay, so Starlight is proposing being a full-blown rebel princess.
way more important than how we're
Yeah.
doing this. And we
Rebel,
are doing this.
rebel. No.
Okay, there was also the doing it by the book, but I guess they threw that out in tangent. But yeah, they didn't need that to be one of Twilight's problems, not really.
School of friendship is big business.
I guess it sort of provided a reason for things to be going wrong.
Bad idea.
Do we still get to guess?
Pinky.
But teaching at that school was the most boring, horrible, awful thing ever. Pretty sure she's gonna take offense to that.
No.
At least somebody
Rainbow Dash
finally
is right.
pokes fun at
I owe
that
you
no
all
offense
an
trope.
apology. I was so focused on doing things the EEA way, I didn't listen to any of you. I'm sorry. I promise this time.
Okay, the only thing is, can you call it a
Good
school
speech.
without the certification that it is a school?
We'd be allowed to teach however we
Well, we do have schools here in Denmark without certification, so...
every creature.
Well, alright then, I guess that... My.
Whatever you need to teach the elements of harmony.
Confetti all over.
We're behind you 100%, Twilight.
Just two.
Oh, you're so practical,
School
AJ.
is still unaccredited. And we don't have any students.
I'll take care of the first part. If
Oh
you five
no.
can round up our class.
Don't let Twilight freak out more, please.
Rounding up the pony students ain't gonna be an issue, but
The creatures from the other kingdoms seem pretty upset with
Uh.
us. Nonsense. I'm certain we can win them over without charm and style.
I don't think like this is a good approach, but we will figure out.
Prince Rutherford!
Why pink ponies? Yak's mad at ponies.
Because you don't have to be mad anymore. We're reopening Twilight Sparkle's School of
What are you
Friendship,
going to
and
do,
it's gonna
Pinky?
super, deeper, better than before. We're ever so sorry about the misunderstanding.
Rarity
All
and Emperor?
creatures are of course welcome. We would be really happy if you sent your students.
Oh, that was a good choice for the changelings.
ready to start teaching right now. So, what are you waiting for? Get your student and let's go.
Not happening.
Aw,
Do you need me to do the whole apology and explanation?
Did you ever think about homeschooling?
Listen, Missy. It's not happening because
Oh,
he's gone.
yeah.
So, what, they ran off together?
Mm.
Where Yona? It's all
So,
ponies.
wait,
You're pretty quick to blame them. What are you hiding
you only did this though when,
Can we just focus on finding our lost students?
Nice try.
after the ponies came to visit.
Behind the whole lot of 'em.
please,
Every creature is an expression now.
explain what happened.
Yeah?
Okay. Props to the, people in charge of the season. I'm assuming Lewis and Sonko, but I didn't look that up. Anyway, props to them again for realizing that this was on the table.
I can't believe it. They did learn friendship.
It's a bit Star versus-ish, but, it's an inspired idea. And Star is not exactly doing the best job possible with it, so...
Oh, Celestia! Again.
There will be retribution.
Yeah, well, my dragons will burn every kingdom until we find which of you is hiding Smolder.
They're not hiding. They're together someplace.
Griffins and dragons.
The Changeling Empire can't afford an international incident. If any creature blames
Oh,
the Changeling,
Forex. I feel so
You guys are
bad.
but we're friends.
Find the students quickly, Twilight, or I fear our world will be
Yeah,
at
over students going missing, this is a bit ham-fisted.
Let's review.
Yeah, it's a little over dramatic right now, but yeah.
Luna and Gallus disappeared together.
Yeah, they disappeared together. Where did you think they disappeared to, though? That's the question.
Unless
went off to hang out together.
spell to disappear. Ooh, or
Yeah.
went undercover. Maybe
I think like they are on the school, but at that lake where they were before.
Shrimps can attack. Nope. That's why no pony expects it.
I think, yeah. funny, Pinky. Oh!
He's not missing.
Hi, Sandbar. Are you having a party?
No, I'm just, really...
Oh, Pinky, you're just putting stuff on the poor pony. No, he's hiding something. He's out there at his place. Come on. It's so obvious.
Sarah was friends with all of the missing students.
You guys took the time to observe that?
Cakes.
He was at the farm this morning picking up a wagon load of apples.
And I saw him in a shop.
Come on, AJ.
Save.
He must be taking all that stuff to the other students. We
Well, at least they didn't drag it out too much. Offered it. Uh-huh. Alright. Well, thanks for that bit of...
Oh, they're in the old friendship castle?
This place is way cooler.
I thought they fixed it up, though.
They did inside, not outside. It seems a little odd, but yeah, okay.
Castle of the Two Sisters. I remembered it from class. Princess Twilight's history of pre-equestrian friendship.
Well, props for making use of what you got to work with there.
School was actually good for something.
Yona not really like school,
Yeah,
but Yona like new friends. That's
it's good.
older, like breathing.
Aww. I like hawks too.
What was that?
Oh,
Sis, gal.
I like this yak. She's so cute.
How nice! The castle is going to be so much more comfy and fun. Pillow fight!
Pillow fight.
Oh, it's cute.
Oh,
Okay, fine, you guys win.
that's good reference, yeah. Bugbear.
Here because
Stairs are awesome!
Okay, there's a reason besides the subpar writing that I was not a Gabby the Griffin fan, particularly.
If only my family back home could see it.
Although,
Aww.
I don't know. I mean, okay, I remember this character now, but she was not this.
So they
played
want
up
to
before.
make that place the school?
Gee, thanks. But yeah, hanging out with other creatures is actually...
Seems like a good idea.
Well, you just ran away from home for it.
Yeah.
Oh, now they have their spike.
Teachers, what is that?
Yay.
Am I the only one who didn't sleep through Professor Fluttershy's Critters of Comfort and Conflict class? It's a puckwudgie. Maybe I can make friends with it.
It looks like the ones from Star Wars.
Maybe not.
Just with in colors.
Ooh. Nicely done.
Okay, they are more like porcupines than they are.
Porcupines,
Okay.
I don't think can actually shoot quills. I think that's a
No,
misconception.
well, some can. Some species of them can, though, from their tail, but I forgot their name.
I thought they can just hit with their tails and such, and then, yeah, the quills come off and get stuck in whoever they hit.
Yeah, we'll look it up afterwards.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess it's not pillows, apples, or cupcakes.
Oh, that was funny.
Really close.
Yona not scared. Yona have friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smackdown time.
Yeah,
Ish.
things
Well.
is going to be.
Okay.
Oh,
Is that Professor Egghead?
Oh yeah. Oh wait, Spike, you
oh,
have the thick
Spike,
scales.
you
You
to
should
the
be able
rescue!
to. Okay, come on. You guys don't have to have Rarity do the same thing every time.
I think this is nice.
Breathe nicely.
Yeah, I can tell it's
Opinion.
listening there. Well, they were kind to them in that.
Oh, come on, you must admit that was funny.
Wow, they're amazing.
I had no idea our teachers were actually cool.
I've been trying to tell you.
Did you see that? Rainbow Dash was like, "Hey," and then whoa, Puck Wiggy went flying, and then the birds came in. Yeah, we all just lived it. But
Yeah.
that was pretty amazing.
We'll give your school a second chance.
Is everything all right? Yeah.
Oh, the shipping.
Lucky we got here in time.
You know, this probably isn't the safest place for a camp out. Does that mean you're going to send us back to our homes? Not exactly. We have another option in mind.
Probably going to make the place more safe, right?
It's pretty clear you've already started learning friendship without your teachers. But we'd like to show you.
Oh, they learn by them, by their own.
Not much of a choice.
To be honest, we felt exactly the same way when Twilight told us she was reopening the school.
But this time, we guarantee it shall be different. Oh yeah! With class run my way, it'll be 220% cooler. And without the EEA,
Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate little extra effort moments like that.
Yeah, that's great.
What's happening?
Now let's see what you're going to do with the
I was
teachings.
so relieved to get your letter.
As was Queen Nova. Oh, we're just glad you're all right, Silver.
Okay, I'm guessing they couldn't get the Queen Nova voice actress.
It's time you got home.
Oh, Grandpa Gruff. So harsh.
sorry for it.
Aw,
You don't understand. This pony joke.
it's okay.
No, we're going back to school. How? You can't even get inside. School is back in
I didn't know that they could do that.
Okay, well, nobody cares about the fact that it's not EPA approved.
No.
Who dared?
Oh, here we go.
say,
Ah.
step aside, or classes will start late.
Classes won't start at all. The EEA has spoken, and none shall pass.
You shall not pass.
This is for the greater good.
The greater
The teachers are qualified, and those dangerous and unpredictable
good. What a reference, oh my god.
are in danger.
No, they're not.
I'll show you unpredictable.
Hold on, please. I'm sure Princess Twilight Sparkle has a good explanation for all of this.
Okay, Celestia negotiating.
My school of friendship is EEA unaccredited.
Look, she said it without doing the eye thing.
Then it is not a
Twilight,
school.
okay.
It's not an EEA school. It's a friendship school. With its own rules. I should know.
Yeah,
I wrote the book.
that's true.
These students reminded me that every friendship is special. So the way we teach it has to be just as unique. My school is going to do things
Oh, that's good.
Allowing all of these creatures to attend your school.
Well, just so we know he's the bad guy.
It simply won't
Yeah.
work.
I seem to recall something about Earth ponies, unicorns, and Pegasi doing something similar. Don't you?
Oh, Celestia.
Celestia.
My school will help protect
Okay.
Equestria.
I would be object to the, oh, we can just throw out the rules of how to do a school if the idea of a friendship school wasn't, that was an actual school wasn't kind of stupid anyway, so.
I still think it's a good idea though.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, like,
song
teaching
again.
it like a school, like I said, if they'd gone that route, I would have been out of here, and. But, yeah, still though, this is not really a school, this is more like, yeah, a club. A hangout joint.
Oh, so cute.
Club. I knew it.
Oh.
There's a griffin in the garden. Hippogriffs hang in the
Aww.
and the door will be
And there's a walk-it and a pocket and a window in my window.
and the yak for 2 or 3.
Singing perfect harmony.
Ah.
Kinda looks like me.
Oh no no! We don't need more Fluttershy's, please.
Okay, well, it was clever to weave in the sort of, like, disunity that only had been subtly implied or even sometimes accidentally inserted in the case of Spike and the Dragons. Yeah, weaving that in to make this, to give us a need for this.
Some things you only know.
Aww. So cute!
And your friendships sure to grow. And once we master kindness,
Master.
Oh, it's good. Oh my god.
Starlight versus the forces of evil.
Oh yes, you can be a
Angel.
great teacher.
Attends the class, which kind of fits.
Mm.
And the picture thing again.
aw, fine. If you promise to stop.
Dragon stay. Yak stay.
I know you'll make the changelings proud.
Oh, that's so good.
That was pretty good.
Oh my god, my
Things you mentioned?
don't know what happened. I got something in my eye.
You belong at home. Think I care if you've made friends?
Why did you bring him in the first place then?
Mm.
Well, all right.
Oh.
Guess I make a pretty good guidance counselor, huh? Yes! Writing the rule book was the most fun ever! I can't wait to start working on the new lesson plans.
Okay, I'm going to close my eye.
Some help from my friends.
Well, alrighty then.
That's good. Here we go. That was nice.
Yeah. Well,
I'm sorry for the last part here. Like, I don't know what happened to my eye though.
no worries.
Eh.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens.
Okay, well. I guess, like, it's kind of hard with this show for how far out it's taking this whole, there needs to be a princess of friendship and who, like, yeah, doesn't, well, the map premise at first seemed like it might have had potential that way, but no, who, like, needs to, you know, spread it to basically solve all disunity problems. I mean, it's hard not for them to overdo it, but, okay, they, admittedly, yeah, pulled themselves up by the bootstraps pretty well, like I said, making it about the whole, like, subtly implied, prejudice and disunity between the species, so, okay, that was nicely done, and, I don't know, it seems like, you know, I'm almost afraid to be optimistic, because I was optimistic at the start of Season 5, and, if Season 6 was my corresponding Season 3, and Season 7 was my corresponding Season 4, that, yeah, that leaves, but, I don't know, like, I guess it seems like, you know, now that, okay, I'm going to assume Lewis and Sonko are still the story editors, and if they are, then, it seems that, okay, once they start to, yeah, now that they've sort of shifted the show a little more onto their terms, that they might actually, you know, be getting into this a little bit and making this, something interesting in its own right.
Yeah, I also definitely think like this episode was better Yeah.
Yeah.
The second part
two.
was better, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it got like the well, I consider two-parters usually to be one episode, but yeah, it just seems like it got better as it went on, and yeah, I do like part 2 better. I mean, yeah, the group of 6, they gave us some more time to be invested in them. Starlight, she played her role pretty well. Pretty much everything about Starlight's development, except the premise that she had any business going from where she started out to a good guy based on the reasons they gave us in the first place. Like, everything besides that about her development has been all in all pretty solid, I gotta say.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, season 6, I don't know if it went anywhere in particular with it. It gave her, like, 2 steps of development over the course of... How many episodes did she get? 6? Like, it just did not seem like it was that interested in going anywhere. But, I mean, every step so far has been pretty solid. And now this newfound confidence and this, even, like, a little bit of cockiness, it kind of fits her. I mean, yeah. Props to them on that one.
Yeah. And I also like the idea of having this where it doesn't have to be a school, but still is a school. Like I said before, in the other one, I actually predicted this would happen. Like they were going to learn how to teach the classes and how everything was going to work, but I didn't predict that they would run away from home, the children.
That solved all the problems, and actually I'm almost wondering, like, they seem to sort of gloss over that part, like, yeah, can't do that, but,
No, but, like, I guess, like, we all tried that as young children. I wouldn't recommend it, though, but, yeah.
Can't say that I did.
Oh, you're such a good child.
Because I didn't, run away from my home state, and,
No, but that's not the question, though. Did you run away from your home? That's the question.
I mean, is that something kids do? Like, I mean, I know that, like, they like that cliche, I'm going to run away from home, but I only ever encountered that as, like, an empty threat. It's because the answer is always like, oh, and then what?
Yeah. But, like, yeah. My, what is that, cousin actually ran away from home. Do you remember that?
I don't know if you told me about that.
No. But he took a plane and flew to London, and we were worried about him. But I told my parents afterwards, yeah, I actually knew that he was going to do this, because I also did it at his age. So, well, I didn't take a plane to fly to London. I was still in Denmark, right? So I guess he took it to a little bit more extreme phase. But it's never a good idea to run away from your parents, no.
Yeah.
Not if you have a good home and are feeling safe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's... I mean, okay, I mean, I guess there's such a thing as parents you need to get away from, but, yeah. I don't know if they'd let you watch random people on YouTube if they're that kind of parents. They probably wouldn't provide you with a computer.
Welcome to the internet. What can we say? And I think it was overall a good episode, and I really enjoy like they had the focus on the children as well. I just thought it was a little jumbled mess with the cupcakes and the pillow fights and stuff like that. But yeah, as I said before, I also have to remember it's for children, and there have to be some, fun and games mixed inside stuff.
Well, how about this? The Lewis and Song Co. are not the season editors. They turned it back over to Josh Haber, who, for the record...
Oh, it's Josh?
yeah,
That's nice.
did not do a good job in season 6, but he did kind of inject some life into season 7. I felt like, I mean,
I still think that he's amazing.
I liked just about all of his episodes. I think in season 7, and like thought they were some of the better ones. And our writer for this episode, Nicole Dubak, I don't know how that's pronounced. She wrote this episode. She's a very experienced veteran on some pretty decent shows, and she's also our co-editor for this season as well.
Okay. Well, then we can be looking forward for good episodes, I hope.
Yeah, I mean, just...
But, like, I don't care. I'm sorry, but I couldn't care less about who's writing just as good episode.
I mean, I could.
I'm so terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like a lot of, I keep complaining about the, lack of nuance, the, like, willing to take the friendship to an inane extent, and that, well, that did not happen when Lauren Faust was around. I mean, I don't think she was the, story editor person.
I'm not missing her. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I think she was involved in the best 2 seasons, but,
yeah, that's true.
I mean, like, she was, key force behind Powerpuff Girls and such. I mean, she creates things that
Samurai
people can relate to beyond the wish fulfillment level, and like the second she left things, well, heck, season 3, do I need to explain too much more? But,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but, well, whoever's responsible, I mean, maybe, it was just like loosely everyone having a hand in it. Lewis and Sonko, Haber. I mean, Haber did a whole lot of nothing in season 6. I felt like that just spent a lot of time going nowhere. But yeah, I mean, maybe all these people putting their heads together, maybe they are starting to find a direction for this show. Get its feet
I also think like it's going to get better, or I hope for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, well, season 7 was already a pretty big step up from season 6 to me, and I don't know, well, like I said, season 4 was a pretty darn big step up from season 3 to me, and then season 5 started out, still with the same momentum, like it was smack in the middle of it, and now I was real optimistic, and then it just lost it halfway through, and I was like,
Well, but you still want to react to the next couple of episodes with me?
Well, maybe this will be the season to, like, break the parallel in this show's second half of its run, like how season 6 was, like, a more boring season 3, and season 7 was, like, a more modest season 4, and, heck, maybe this will be season 5 if it had, gotten stronger instead of weaker, and, well, what the heck, I like optimism, even though it always seems to fail me whenever I apply it here.
Doesn't fail you our places,
Okay, but as far as although I might just be so happy because this, this 2-parter, or this season opener, it was better than the last 2. I don't know if that necessarily makes it great. Like, like, the season 5 finale, with the, cutie remark where they're traveling through time everywhere, I thought that was, a lot of good or even great moments, ideas, let down by an execution that sort of, left everything disjointed and stopped it from coming together at the end, made it all feel isolated and impersonal, and this episode, I guess, felt like a bunch of decent or even good ideas that did come together and did feel personal, a little more personal, and did build to something kind of nice at the end.
Yeah.
So, I mean, of the 2, I think I like this one better, but I don't know if I can call it an A-grade episode. Like, lots of stuff I liked, and including the progression from A to B. I don't know if there's anything here that I just loved.
Yeah, I actually did like in the end that they didn't redeem the villain, that they kept him evil, because like now we have a couple of handful of villains that can actually come back with Chrysalis.
Well, I mean, I don't know if he has any reason to come back. This was much like with Sven Gallop. It was just sort of a stick it to the man episode. And,
yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
And I mean,
but we do have unimproved schools in Denmark that actually works, but we also have some that doesn't work.
And we have lots of schools here that are approved that still kind of suck. And haven't gone to one for a month when I was 7, I should know.
So, yeah, but we're actually thinking about some new system where you can have like these idea classes. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but like I wish that I had that when I went to school, because like going all through, you know, the early stages of classes and from first class to 9th class, I guess it is like that's just
where if there's one thing to be a little worried about, a potential pitfall, I think that it might be that the purpose of this school is still a little loosely defined. Like, we don't totally know what the parents hope to gain from sending their kids here. We don't have a specific end goal. It's like, I mean, when you say school, that means they're being sent to a place to learn a thing, to like learn a tangible, feasible knowledge. But wasn't
the end goal to learn them friendship though,
friendship,
and respecting each other?
I mean, unless you're learning like, I don't know, psychology lessons or such, or social science, something like that. It's more of a skill than something with like lessons you can apply, that can be made applicable, like a real intangible skill. Like I don't know, some people make that complaint about writing, I guess, which is my major. Like, it can't be taught, but it can be learned. And keyword that, but there are still a lot of rules, a lot of like tangible rules in writing that and grammar and rules of thumb, show don't tell. I mean, well, okay, there's a lot to good technical writing, but even to good writing to engage an audience, there's rules you can follow, there's things you look for, there's signs you learn to see excess fat on your writing. And I guess to an extent you can do that with friendship, but I mean, it's like especially the way it's being applied, like, to the main 6 through the elements of harmony, how to be nice, how to be funny, how to be, like, and the main 6 never, I mean, we've never seen that they'd be any kinds of experts at this from a real, like, proven lesson point of view. They're just gonna, like, share what they're good at and, hey, try this, and, it's like, so
share experiences.
It could still be a little loose, and that's, I think, kind of the downfall of calling it a school. But I mean, even so, I guess, like, heck, that wasn't too big a problem with Twilight as the princess of friendship being loosely defined. Well, it kind of was, but that only if you're, just plain wanting. Well, I mean, I guess from how good it allowed the episodes to be, I felt like there ran into some pitfalls there, but they basically got away with it, and I'm assuming they'll still basically be able to get away with this too. I mean, heck, if they play their cards right, maybe it could be pretty enjoyable, pretty fun. I mean, it feels kind of Star Versus-ish, like I said, just the sort of unorthodox, crazy world where they're trying to bring all the people who traditionally haven't gotten together, or who have even been mistreated. They're trying to bring them together. I mean, that works for me, and I think that I could actually see My Little Pony pulling that off a little more cohesively than Star Versus is right now, so
yeah, I think so too, yeah.
But the other thing, though, is this kind of renders the map sort of pointless. Like, hey, go solve this friendship problem here. Why do we need that? We already have full connections to the other areas and knowledge of what's happening every time. That we can send ambassadors there now, and which Kind of, sort of. But I mean, granted, there's still like plenty of. I mean, if the Hofields and the McColts can have problems on their little hill in the middle of nowhere, I'm assuming they can still come up with places for the map to send them to. But it does still seem kind of redundant. Like Twilight, if her purpose is now teaching a school, can it also still be scouting the world through a magical map, Princess of Friendship, Twilight, which for the record, they never got the full potential out of that premise. I feel like that was a bit of a letdown. But I'm all for cutting your losses when you have another inspired idea, and this does seem like an inspired idea.
Yeah. But I also really love the thing with, throwing the rule book in the water and being like, breaking the boundaries of what is, a real school and what you're supposed to do and stuff like that.
Actually, it's occurred to me, like, instead of dragging Twilight's shtick out of the water again, it actually seems like they're trying to progress her past this a little bit. Like, could we be getting more character development for Twilight?
And that would be nice.
So, I mean, Twilight makes cute faces and stuff in this episode, or cutesy, sobbing faces, but it didn't just feel like a meme, or just Twilight, everybody! It felt like...
It's probably going to be like that even, so...
Well, it felt like it didn't feel like they were just trying to be, to ride on the success of past episodes that actually had a reason to make her like this. It felt like they were doing something new with Twilight. It felt, when we saw her that way, it felt, it felt like she was showing personality. It felt like, Twilight was, having to deal with some, tough times, some ups and downs, as Twilight would. And, so, props for that, too. So...
I like the way that this episode progressed, but I'm fearing like we're not going to see those children no more. They're just going to be in the background.
It depends. I mean, they took a lot of time setting up that, there's 6 of them, they all come from different races and such, and,
maybe they will take them on to the journeys of the friendship lessons.
And
teach them.
I mean, I have a feeling we're going to cut back to the school, and we're going to at least see that they're still there. I hope that they play it like an ongoing season arc, and not like Season 7 did, hey, it comes back eventually, and then at the end we reveal that there was actually, or stuff occasionally comes back, and then at the end we reveal that there was a point to it all, or just or worse, like Starlight in Season 6, no, we didn't forget her, we're gonna drag her back out and have her learn the same lesson, or, or struggle with the same kind of problem, which, granted is, it's fine to have a character go through struggles that they would go through, even if those struggles are similar problem, different scenario, okay, that's still showing us the character we like on display, but the problem is, you were implying that there was somewhere to go with Starlight and then not going anywhere.
Yeah. I'm also fearing for that a little bit, but we'll see what they're going to figure out in the future.
So my battery's running a little low now, though, so I will say, nice episode, lots of personal touches. It was kind of a grower. I don't see anything about it that was an absolute knockout, this is gonna be a special moment that I'm gonna look back on with saying about how special this wasn't. It was a little too disjointed at points, so can't go all the way to an A. I can't even say it had what typically constitutes a B+ for me. There was a lot of muscle power in a lot of areas, but ultimately a portion of it that was just critical enough is a little too empty for me to still say that. But this, though, it was more it kind of wormed its way in. It's more like a grower, and in a lot of ways that I appreciate, so for that reason, I'm still going to say a B+. So,
okay. I was actually also thinking about a B+.
Okay, so we agree?
So that's funny. Yeah.
Alright, well, I won't trust my battery to keep going, but any final thoughts that you have?
No, I think it was really great, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do next. Yeah, the new ones. Yeah. So that was all.
Alright, so, second opinion?
Daylover.